So hello everyone, I am working on getting myself up and on screen. So I should be able to do that in just a second. And bam, there it is. And now to get Bennu ready, because I'm not quite ready to do Bennu yet. And for those of you that are new, that is Puck laying on doggy cam, and it sounds like we might have a cat visitor. He's loud. He sounds like a baby. I know it sounds like there's a baby. There is no baby. It's literally a cat. It's literally a cat. So I don't know if I ever hit update information. So, launch the application, get OBS all squared away with that. Hey! I'm not sure why this isn't doing what I want it to do. There it goes. There it goes. Alright, so. Hey, Kevlar, hey! Hey, Noel, and Puck has decided to leave us. There was an attempt. There was an attempt. So, try to keep everyone... Hey, Identity 4! Ahoy! That's... I swear to you, that's a cat. It's not a dog. It's not a baby. That is a cat screaming. And I think I might actually have to put y'all on hold just to feed him. So, yeah, I'm gonna go back to the hold please screen. I'll toss some Cheerios, see what happens. Maybe that'll attract some dogs. Oh, alright. So I will be right back. I'm gonna feed the cat because otherwise he'll just scream. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, so hello everyone. I think we're all settled in. Puck is, you know, doing Puck things. I'm gonna fix the doggo cam just a little bit. That's better. So, I was away all weekend. So the dogs didn't get Cheerios on Sunday, for anybody worried about the dogs' calories. So, let's get started on Bennu, shall we? So we are over halfway, which is amazing. Oh, excuse me. We are over halfway on marking Bennu. We got the extension till Friday. So we have until Friday, because I don't know how many more extensions we can ask for. So we have now until Friday to mark as much as we can. And as a reminder, we need 15 people per image. So yeah, let's get started. Astro YYZ says, I'm marking that image right now. Good. So boulders are big rocks that cast a shadow. And we define big as at least 3 times the width of the rock marking tool, which I'll get that out in a second. Sometimes I just find it easier to mark boulders first. Some of these are going to be kind of questionable. So, Identity Force says me too. July 26th, that Friday. I think so. I think that is indeed the date for Friday, because I'm looking right now. I know Friday is 4 days from now. 22 plus 4 is 26. So yeah, we now have until the 26th. Which, getting an extension is pretty freaking awesome. Kerbal says, I'm reading Chris Kraft's obituary. I really had no idea who he was. When I think of Mission Control, I think of Gene Kranz, not him. I am actually not up on any of my Apollo history. So I saw that he died because somebody in the community shared his obituary in chat in our Discord server. Which, if you're not on our Discord server, you should be on our Discord server. That's where a lot of the community action goes. You do have to, we kind of have a gateway kind of thing going on, where the easy way to get access to the rest of the server, the easiest and fastest way to get access to the rest of the server is to follow the instructions that the bot gives you when you join, which is to read the rules and info in the channel called Rules and Info. It's been translated to a bunch of different languages, and because we do have people from all over the world in the community. And then you just follow the instructions there. Or if you type anything resembling what the instructions tell you to type, I will manually grant you access to the rest of the server. Now, the slow way to get access to the rest of the server is to join, wait for me to go through the database and see if, and for me to match your username on Discord to match what's in the database. And yeah, you're not technically agreeing to the rules, but, you know, if you've marked at least 2 images, we know you're not a troll. And that's really what we're trying to do, is just to kind of stop trolls and a lot of other stuff from, you know, being in the server. So that's all that is. That's all the rules thing is. It's just our community standards written down. And there's really not a lot. It's like, be respectful, not safe for work content, or illegal stuff, and no pseudoscience, conspiracy theories, none of that. And I can't remember what the other one was, but essentially, you know, be a good person. So that's pretty much it for the rules for our Discord. So hey, Paranor. My eyes are really straining because I really want to have my glasses on. But I know that the glare off the glasses is problematic. I have new glasses that are being made. It should be here soon. And they should have an anti-reflective coating. So I'm working with the rock tool now, and this is what I mean by 3 rock tools wide. So this little rock right here is only 2 rock, tools wide. So I'm going to drag the rock marker to another rock, kind of center this on that one. We don't mark anything that's less than 1/2 the size of the rock marker, because at that point you're marking dust. So, and I know the temptation is there to zoom in and mark every little, bumpy spot on the map. No, don't do it. We like you. So, Oh no. And craters have to be marked last if there is a crater. Like, this is just a shadow. I don't see a crater here. We have had images with craters. We've had images full of boulders. We've had an image that was mostly a boulder. I was pretty envious about that one. No, no, what are you barking at? Ah, 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 ah. Of course, he's just off camera. Shh. It's okay, Puck. It's okay. Why don't you get on camera? Why don't... Here, have some Cheerios and get on camera. Why don't you just lay down on camera and be cute? He's like, fine, I guess I'll do it. And then he walks away again because he knows he gets more Cheerios if he's not on camera. So many rocks. This might actually be a crater. Identity 4 says, I like to start with the rocks first, otherwise the boulder tool does weird glitch things when I place rocks near them. Correct, and we are aware of that bug. And the only fix for it really is to plop a rock marker down and then drag it into place. But, you know, doing all the rocks first and then going on to boulders is not a bad strategy. In fact, whatever works is a good strategy. Because I know I switch back and forth between tools all the time. I know, Fluff. But you're just off camera. He's like, I know that, Mom. I'm doing this on purpose. That's not a rock. That's more of a boulder. It's a weird kind of L-shaped boulder. We have so many weird things here on Bennu that we were not expecting to find. Yeah, YYZ says, sometimes I've deleted some boulder lines to put in rocks and then redone the boulders to get around that. Whatever works. I agree that it's annoying. I think my dogs were traumatized by spending the weekend at my mom's. Because Tinker, like, all she's done, she didn't even cry on the way home. All she's done pretty much since we've brought her home is sleep. So I don't know what's been up with that. YYZ says, sometimes we just like our own place. Yeah, I think that's part of it. I think that's part of it. Vacations do that to me too, adds identity. Yeah, I'm just exhausted. And a lot of that was from yesterday. From the adventure that was yesterday. My one and only time we're riding the bus, I've, like, totally failed. It was really hot yesterday. I knew it was going to be really hot. I don't do well in the heat. I have a prior heat injury. As in, I had to be given a bag of IV fluid. Like years and years and years ago. Of saline solution, excuse me. My brain is still not with it. And, you know, I've struggled with heat since. You know, the good part about this, that having that was, not that there's any good part of it, but when we had to qualify on our rifles in Kuwait, I was one of the ones that got to go first when it was still cool outside. So that was nice. I think that's been the only nice thing about it. So I picked this location because it was associated with a building. And the building was a community center that was open. I'm like, when I saw this all online, I was like, perfect. I will have a place in air conditioning to wait because I'm probably going to be dropped off, you know, way in advance. And I was thinking it would be like any other bus station I've ever been at, where, you know, you wait inside. Not every other bus station, but most bus stations I've been at, you wait inside the doors until, you know, you get onto the bus. What I didn't know is that this place had a separate bus shelter outside in the heat that I was trying to avoid where you got picked up at. And I had made the mistake of just not asking where you catch the bus at. So, you know, I'm just outside of the doors of the community center looking on my phone for this bus. Like, where the heck is this bus? And I see the bus go by and I start running after it. And it turns and it goes onto a road and gets stuck at a stoplight. I go tearing through a random lawn. I trip and fall, drop all my things, my cards and my wallet just explode and go everywhere. You know, gather everything up, pick myself back up, start running again. I'm screaming at the bus, hoping that a passenger or something will see me and tell the bus driver, hey, you know, there's somebody trying to get on the bus. And it turned and I didn't see it, and I just collapsed to the ground and panic called, you know, favorite human, and my wallet had exploded again when I fell to the ground. And so I'm too busy looking for my driver's license and my debit card, which I thought I had dropped at the first place I fell, not the second place I, you know, just collapsed. So instead of going back into the air conditioning right away to, you know, figure out what's going on, I'm in the heat. The heat's getting to me. I'm starting to feel sick because it does not take long, plus exertion. And like, I don't even have my little neck coolie thing on me. And yeah, I eventually do go inside. I tell them, the staff at the community center, what happened. They are freaking wonderful people because they called the next bus station, who then told the driver that they forgot me. And then one of the staff members literally walked me to where I needed to be and was like, wait here for 10 minutes. If the bus doesn't come by in 10 minutes, come back inside and we'll figure something out. Because I was like in tears, looking at like the bus schedules, figuring it out, like, when's the next bus coming through? When can I go home? Because I was at least 4 hours from home. You know, favorite human was, you know, I literally asked favorite human if he could leave work early to come get me. And yeah. So yeah, the bus came back through. He was kind enough to sit and wait after, like, he waited probably a good 5 minutes after I got on the bus for anyone else that might have missed the bus. Nobody else was waiting. It was just me. And, yeah. And we just kind of kept going on. So I did make everybody else a little late overall on the entire line, but it was, I don't think it was any more than like 10 or 15 minutes. So in Greyhound travel time, you know, public bus transit time, an acceptable amount of time to be late. So, Otherwise Ed says, I wonder how many people have missed the bus at that stop. I don't know. I really don't know. I feel stupid because I didn't specifically ask, where do I wait to catch the bus? They assumed I knew. I assumed it would stop out front. We were both wrong. Because it is a very obvious bus shelter. It's just when Susie and her crew dropped me off, that's not the way we came into the community center, and that's not the way they left. So, because they were talking about, oh yeah, by the solar panels and da-da. I'm like, what solar panels? And it was just further down the building. And because it was hot, I didn't want to explore. Identity 4 says, every once in a while I end up sprinting across all of downtown Seattle for some bus. Good cardio, I guess. I know that feeling. Oh, I know that feeling. Uncle Bill has a very long history of horrid bus trips. The entire industry is in a sorry state, at least here in the U.S. Lost luggage, overbooked connections, and more. I will never ride again without scheduling for double for delays and using carry-on only. Yes, that is... I had my backpack, I had my shoulder bag, and I had a cooler of food that I was all trying to run. So, yeah, it wasn't good. But yeah, I have a feeling that my backpack is technically too big to be a carry-on on the Greyhound. But I'm like, no, I don't care if it sits on my lap for like the whole bus ride. It's staying with me. I don't want to be separated from my backpack. YYZ says, so I guess you'll be inside for most of your trip to Vegas, huh? Yeah, we've talked about that. See, here's that glitch. We've talked about that. He has assured me that I won't be outside for any more than 15 minutes at a time. I won't be running. I won't be lugging heavy bags around. I'll have a little neck cooler thingy on. I have a sun hat. I have a parasol. Like, I'll be ready. I'm gonna be ready for Las Vegas. So I think the only thing left is like, I'm waiting for one of my skirts to come in. And I'm waiting for... Oh, what is it? Oh, I have to get new shoes. Because my shoes aren't in any kind of condition to be used. Identity 4 says, Vegas heat isn't too bad, nice and dry, and there's lots of shade to hide in. Yeah, and lots of air conditioning. The plan is to... So we're at the center of the Strip. And he has literally talked about getting hotel rooms at, you know, like reserving hotel rooms at the far end, at one or either or both of the far ends of the Strip, just in case it turns into one of those things of, it's too freaking hot, I'm too freaking tired, I cannot make it back to the hotel. I think I've talked him out of that, but yeah, it's gonna be a lot. The buildings we're gonna be in are gonna be super air conditioned to the point where I'm gonna need a sweatshirt. I think I'm taking my hydration pack with me. That might be overkill. I don't know. And like I think the Deuce is air conditioned. So yeah, most of the places we're going are going to be inside. I had made the mistake of looking at a like bike thing, like on some abandoned railroad tracks, which would be cool. And it would be cool if it was November, but not mid-August. Hey, Wicked Wonder! Welcome to the party. The rock marking party. I'm still on my first image. Identity adds, plus they provide you with cold, slushy booze to use when traveling between buildings. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get that without the alcohol. Yeah, because that actually makes it worse. So, I haven't been to Vegas in over 15 years, which, when I say that, makes me feel very, very, very old, even though I'm not that old. And when is a teenager? And, it'll be interesting to see how things have changed. Like, the Deuce is new. And the Deuce is just a double-decker bus that goes up and down the strip, and for like 3 days you get... Or no, for $20 you get... Is it 20 or 28? Regardless, for a decent price, you get a 3-day pass that's unlimited, and it goes like 24/7. So that's a pretty amazing thing, and I think they go by like every... I think the longest interval is 20 minutes. So that's not bad at all. And now the dog's on the couch. I can hear the dog on the couch. I hear you, Fluff. He must think the couch makes a good bed. So, Wicked says, I'm older than dirt. Okay. I'll take your word for it. Alright, so I know there's some stuff I didn't mark. This is why 14 other people are going to mark it. Hey, Mike! Our citizen science hero. One of our citizen science heroes, because somebody else joined the server that did over 1,000 images. So you are not our only citizen science hero. But you've done more images than they have. So, and yes, if you want to know how many images you've done, I do have the database up. I can look it up. I'll probably want to refresh it because the data is probably an hour old now. So yeah, I know there's things here to mark, but I'm just going to... Puck, are you okay over there? I'm going to mark this potential crater. Actually, I guess there are a couple potential craters. And I think I'm going to hit next. I know there's a lot here that I haven't marked. But I think I've gotten enough marks down where I'm like, okay, we know the spacecraft's not landing here. That's fine, Paranor. I'll see you later. Mark those rocks, says Paranor. Yes, we shall keep marking these rocks. I think this will make my 50th image. I really think it will. But yeah, all of that of the teal deer for Wicked was, I almost missed the bus. I didn't miss the bus. It was really hot yesterday, and it was a long bus ride. So that's why I feel like I've been hit by a truck today. So... like, we didn't pick up the critters from my mom until this morning. What about my motorcycle? Oh, my scooter. I couldn't... So yeah, we were down at my mom's house. I could have gotten my scooter then, but that would have left Favorite Human with 2 dogs and 1 cat in the car. One of my dogs really likes car rides and is really chill in the car. The other dog notoriously isn't, but she's not as bad as some other dogs. Normally she just cries the entire ride. And the cat doesn't like being in the carrier, and he cries. And he was going directly to work after dropping everybody off, so yeah. Yeah, I wasn't gonna leave him with that. clicked image done. Y'all saw me do it. There it goes. So, yeah, I still don't have my scooter. I don't even know if the correct license plate is on my scooter. That is something I can do myself. I don't need my dad to do that. But that is something he may have done. Hey! Thanks, Rocket Sage, for hosting the stream. In fact, let's toss some Cheerios for the doggos. Ready? Ready? Here's the Cheerios. And speak! Speak! He's trying. Okay. And make it rain. There we go. My Cassidy says, sounds fun. I had a cat who was terrified of cars and would pee. Yeah, I had for a while, or when I lived in upstate New York, it was like a 6-hour trip back home. Hooray! Have a safe trip home, Identity. And, so a 6-hour ride, which was kind of rough on cats in a carrier, and I learned to put a potty pad, you know, for dogs, or I'm not sure what they're called for humans, but it's the same thing. It's like an absorbent drop cloth that is sometimes put under, you know, people that are in hospital beds that may have some issues with leakage. Yeah, pee pads, essentially. I just don't know what they're called for humans. And so I would put, because I had a cat that would always pee on the trip, so I would just put one in with her, and it worked wonderfully. Whatever you need to do. Because the younger cat would just hold it, but she was so old she couldn't. Man pad. That's one way of putting it. It's called a maximum absorbency garment, which I learned they didn't make until they had, till they were training female astronauts. And then afterwards, because they made them explicitly for the female astronauts so they could do spacewalks. And, it turns out that some of the male astronauts were like, hey, I like this better than this other contraption that sometimes comes loose and leaks. As long as it works, it doesn't matter where it comes from, eh, Wicked? YYZ says, I had a doggo as a kid that was so excited to go in the car that she would jump around with joy, bouncing until she got in there. That is essentially Puck, kind of. He used to go everywhere with me when he was a puppy. And up until he was probably 2 years old, he went with me everywhere. Like, if I was putting my shoes on, he was waiting patiently for me to put his harness on him and his little cape. And after a while, I didn't need him to go in public anymore. He was never officially trained as a service dog. Plus, I lost his cape somewhere, and I just never bothered to replace it. So, yeah. He still looks at me expectantly when I get ready to go out the door, because he wants to go too. He thinks car rides are the best. Steampunk says, I learned that today too. Yeah, it's a cool fact, isn't it, Steampunk? Yeah, mine was handmade. You can buy harnesses that say service dog on them. A quick Google search should get you that. A lost cape, Veronica says, a lost cape sounds like an origin story. Yeah, I have a feeling that humans were involved in the lost cape. And I may or may not still be bitter about that. But, you know, whatever. He's a good doggo, and he doesn't need to work. And he's, you know, getting old. So he can just enjoy being a dog instead of worrying about you know, humans all the time. It is, but you know, I'm just going with the it just got lost in the move. Hey, thanks, Rush to Skate. Thanks for the host. I would throw Cheerios at said dogs, but I don't know where the dogs are. I think they both went outside. So, yeah. Yeah, Veronica, it allegedly got lost in the move. So, I don't know. Does it put a lot of stress on a doggo to be a therapy dog? It depends on the dog. It depends on the dog. And I think the dogs that can't handle it don't become working dogs. Most dogs like to have a job. If you don't give them a job, they will make up a job, like how my dogs bark when somebody honks their horn. They think it's their job to alert me that somebody is honking their horn outside. That's just what they think. What else do they do? Tinker still hunts, but I think that's kind of part of her breed. Puck learned how to hunt from the other dogs, so he'll take that as part of his job. And part of Puck's job when Tinker is hunting is to circle the shed where she's hunting and bark. Because he can't get under the shed, but I think he feels like he needs to provide some moral support. So, some dogs have the temperament for it, and some dogs just don't. I've met failed, guide dogs that just didn't pass the temperament thing, and like this dog, they just kind of rebranded him as a therapy dog, and because there were 2 therapy dogs that I remember from occupational therapy at Walter Reed. One had something going on with his eyes, so it was like a physical defect, like the lower part under his eyes were saggy, so that was a physical defect. The other one was just very skittish and didn't want to really interact with strangers, didn't really want to play. He was a Velcro dog to his human, and his human worked in the occupational therapy part, so, he took the dog with him to work. And the dog was alright, but, it's disappointing, when you have dog toys everywhere and you really want to play fetch with the dog, and the dog's just like, no. So, come find you when bits sound? No, they can't, the dogs can't hear when the bits go off. They just hear me digging for the Cheerios. And, good girl. I can't even say and make it rain and speak. Oh, you were sitting and you had your legs stretched out and you're blind in your good eye and you almost tripped 2 blind people with your feet at Cracker Barrel. Oh my goodness. You want some too? Here's the Cheerios. And speak. Good boy. Make it rain. There we go. Blind in your good... Wait a second. You're blind in your good eye? Does that mean you're blind completely in your other eye? Is your other eye a glass eye? What's going on, Wicked? Now I think you're just messing with me. Blind in your good eye. That took me a second. Blind in your good eye. Oh, your right eye used to be, wasn't stretched out, but you moved your feet back. Okay. Your right eye used to be your good eye. Okay. Ocular occlusion. Okay. Just the fact that I'm blind in my good eye, just that sentence makes me go like, wait, what? Yeah. Oh, it's great to say. I'm sure you enjoy it when people are like, wait, what? Like, I know it took me a second. Do you want more bits? Do you want more Cheerios? Can you sit? You're not even on camera properly. We're gonna have to move the camera so you're on camera properly. There you go. Look at you, you handsome boy. Now you're on camera properly. Can you speak? Speak. Jeez, Tinker, we know you know that. Ocular occlusion, ocular occlusion, ocular... I can't say it fast. I give up. I give up. I know, you guys keep hitting your leash. Kevlar says, after a 14% stout, I can barely read the chat. Oh, that reminds me. I should probably make chat bigger. Because I'm struggling to read it. Because I don't have my glasses on. Yeah, there is such a thing as a 14% stout. Stouts can be different. Ambient occlusion is a shading technique in CG rendering. It sure is. Retibigis pigmentosa. That almost... Oh. Retinus pigmentosa. Okay. I was like, wait, what? It almost sounds like a spell from Harry Potter. 14.5. Okay. Dish. Which one was it? Which stout was it? Oh, it's okay. Usually I can make it out, you know, make out what people are typing, but if it's a new thing, I'm like, what? And now we have a tilted Tinker. Is music even on? Did the music crash? That was just really soft. Okay. I like how your answer is just check on Untapped. I'm checking Untapped because now I'm curious. Oh, yeah. I'm the same. YYZ. After something that's like 6 or 7, like I enjoy stouts, and some of my stouts are 10% and up. And some states actually do not allow you, or do not allow for AK-47. Really? That's what you had? Some states actually do not sell beers over a certain percentage. That is a fair thing to do, Kevin. Or Kevlar, I'm sorry. Because, oof. Oof. You did the FAFSA though, right? Because I always just got whatever loans I could get through the FAFSA. I didn't never mess with anybody else. There's a lot of weird stuff on this one. Okay. Because I probably will slip up. It's like, we can have Susie bleep that out. Look at me being tired. Oof. So I still have another one of those Cosmic Cocoa Stouts in the fridge. Because it's a stout, I'm not too worried about it going bad. Plus it's already been barrel aged, so you know. Yeah, I heard you, Tinker. I hear your disgruntlement, and I toss a Cheerio your way. So I'm holding on to that one until we're completely done. Because I can't find that one anymore. It was a limited edition. And I think that might... No, that's not the only... Oh, excuse me. Oof. That's not the only astronomy-themed beer I have. I have one called Cassiopeia. Yeah, it is totally a reward beer. And then I think I have some mead... I don't remember what the mead is called, but it has the blue box on the label. And because it's not a can, I'm probably not going to be able to save the label, which makes me sad. I'm not sure how to get labels off of glass jars without destroying them. Can you sit? Can you beg proper? Steam it off. Okay. I will have to try that. I'll have to try that with a bottle label that I don't care about first. So if I mess up one of my other ones, it'll be fine. Yeah, mead is amazing, Kevlar, and you can totally log it on Untapped. And there's a lot of different like flavors and types of meads, and you can have mead mixed with cider, and that's called Sizer. But mead is pretty cool. Mead is pretty freaking awesome. Yeah, my dad has a heat gun that he tried to use to remove a sticker that I didn't care was on my first scooter. It was an inspection sticker from the state of Pennsylvania. Ohio doesn't do inspections. So he was trying to remove the inspection sticker, and that part of the scooter body was plastic, and he melted the plastic. So that's another option I have. Mead is made from honey. Anything that's mead is made from honey. But there are some, like, Crafted makes a bunch of meads with different flavors in it. And I know I'm thinking of another meadery, but I think that meadery is in Ohio, and you may not be able to get it. But I think Crafted is more well distributed. Yeah, he melted the plastic on my scooter, on my first scooter. And then I think he actually was able, I don't remember if he like tried to buff it out or if he just replaced that plastic part altogether. I think my dad takes more pride in how my scooter is and runs than I do, which isn't a bad thing. It's just like, Dad, I was okay with the sticker. Why did you try to remove the sticker, Dad? You know, all it said was that it was inspected. It wasn't like a vanity sticker or a political sticker or anything. It was just a normal sticker you find on cars around here. but it really bothered him. Yeah, because it was there is the answer. Why was it? All right, I think I want to click submit on this because, yeah, I know there's stuff I've missed, but I also know 14 other people are going to look at this same image and mark things that I didn't mark, and I probably marked things they didn't mark. And either way, there's definitely not a space here big enough for a spacecraft to land. So there's that. Oh, he didn't like your motorcycle sticker. Oh my. Tinker's like, I'm gonna milk this for all I can. Alright, image done. Give it a second. Oh, it had the F word on it. Of course he didn't like it. So we are going to take a break from this, and I'm actually going to close the Bennu Mapper thing, because otherwise it'll just keep my session open. So yeah, we are now 2,901. I'm going to... you can't see the database. I'm not going to share the data. I'm not going to put the database on the screen, because there's a lot of private, not necessarily a lot of private information, but, you know, kind of sensitive information. Like, the one search that I have up right now has, you know, people's names in it and their email addresses, and y'all don't need to see that stuff. So, query it again, just make sure. So yeah, the freshest data. Some of these usernames are hilarious, by the way. They really are. Oh, I forgot to update that person. I had started updating people on their rock counts, but I stopped after I got to a certain point because I had everything sorted through the thing. Hey, Eric! Tinker, I see 2 Cheerios on the floor over there, Tinker. I see 2 Cheerios. So, I just have it. There's a Cheerio right beside you. There's the Cheerio. She's fine. I was not aiming for her. She's fine. You can't find them then, just like her Jack Russell. I think she's just too interested. Oh, she found the other one. I think she's just too interested in getting more Cheerios tossed in her general direction. She got all the ones I can see. Oh, there's still one. There's one all the way over here off camera. She'll get it later. Tinker, is this my good side? Every side is your good side, Tinkerbell. Can you sit, though? Please? She's like, no. I am not going to sit. Yeah. I can't believe your dad ripped open your pants leg because they had a hole in them. That's kind of wild. Tinkerbell. Please? Sit. Look at the Cheerio. I know you can see I have the Cheerio. Here's the Cheerio. Sit. I know you know how to sit. Thank you. Jeez. He was a good boy all day. I had to chew him out yesterday for pooping in the house. He knows the rules. He is 2.5. Aww. Poor buddy. I cheat. I have a doggy door. But Tinker doesn't like going outside when it rains. So she'll find other things to pee on. And I found if I just have a towel over in the area of the dog door, she'll pee on that, which is better than her peeing on, I don't know, the couch. So, when she's sitting, she has antennas. She kind of does. What was I looking? Oh, that's right. I was looking for myself. See how many I've done. Can you sit? No. Fair humans and others. She's just like, Mom, just toss the stuff, Mom. Okay, I need to scroll faster because I have everybody alphabetical order by username and I am not anywhere near. Some of these usernames are highly amusing to me. They just really are. So, it's her dog, but he's my buddy. Oh. Yeah, it happens sometimes. I've done 51. I've done 51 images, Tinker. She's like, I don't care, where's my Cheerio? Have your Cheerio, dog. So. $51. I didn't think I'd get to 50. Okay. And while I have this up, does anybody else want to know their numbers? Oh. So for those of you that are curious, I'm going to share Mike's numbers because I know Mike doesn't care and he's awfully proud of his numbers. But Mike has 2,144. So, yeah, just about every image. Steampunk says, I got mine today. I was surprised I went over 100. I know, right? He got ran over when you were away the one day he didn't chase cats at the farm. I'm going to keep going. I already got mine today, but thank you. Yeah. And let's see. Well, there's a Cheerio under my chair. Yeah, Mike is freaking awesome. He's just been, you know, working away. How did you manage to do 5 without being logged in? That's what I want to know. I didn't realize... that is really unfortunate to hear, Wicked, that, you know, the dog got hit. That's always sad. And there's somebody that's, I know, has been having trouble joining Discord because they join with the same username over and over and over again. They have over 500 images done. So, you can mark rocks and not be logged in. That's mildly terrifying. Oh no, okay, so that's what happens. We only save the data if you're logged in. Okay, because I was like, I don't know how that works if you're not logged in. You just kept doing this tutorial. So we can't have science ninjas. No, we cannot have science ninjas. Science ninjas are not allowed. Kerwell, let me see what you have total while I have it up before I, you know, close it and go back to doing another image. Tinker, you will survive without a Cheerio. I don't even think you're on camera right now, dog. Alright, so Kevlar, you have one more to do before you hit 50. And yes, Kerbal, you have exactly 25. I just wasn't sure if you had done more since then. Tink, you're not even on camera. You don't get Cheerios unless you're on camera. Back to marking. This is definitely not the same rock or same picture that was there when we closed. Okay. Yeah, sometimes I'm not sure, and because I can't remember what everybody's done. I know some people I've pinged in Discord over and over with the same number, and that's not to like call them out or embarrass them in any way. It's just I honestly can't be bothered to scroll up and check to see what your number was the last time I pinged you, and I'm, you know, I will just, you know, do that. I will just keep checking, I guess, is what I mean. Or keep pinging and informing, because, you know, there was somebody today that asked for how many they did, and they had done 2, and I was so proud of them, because I know it doesn't sound like a lot. I'm like, oh, they only did a whole 2 images. They did 2 images. They came back and did a second one after surviving the first one. So that's pretty amazing. And then they joined the Discord and wanted to know more. And yeah, I'm all for that. So, alright, night, YYZ. Oh shoot, yeah, it's gonna be pretty soon before we have to start making dinner, huh, Tink? I think Favorite Human's gonna have sausage tonight. Oh, you're welcome. I am literally too tired to make a proper dinner, so it's gonna be Italian sausage. Done in the oven. And maybe pasta. She is hilarious, isn't she? She won't sit for me. Will you sit, please? Tinker, sit. Tinker, speak. Sit. There we go. Sounds yummy. It is good. Noel says, my numbers are very low, I think. Have I tried beans and sausage? No, I have not. It's alright, Eric. You'll get there. I've not tried beans and sausage. I didn't like beans growing up. I am working on introducing them. Working on that, because, yeah. So, and I don't know how Favorite Human feels about beans. He doesn't eat a lot of vegetables. Dr. Pamela says, it's got to be hard to sit when you're long with tiny legs. She'll do it, though. I don't have red beans. I only have black beans. Cut up Polish sausage with a big can of baked beans. Favorite Human doesn't like baked beans. She will sit for me and don't even know me. I'm tall with a deep voice. She won't sit for my dad. She'll sit for you if you have treats. Tinker, sit. Tinkerbell. Tinker, sit. Puck, sit. She's scratching. Puck, come here. Sit. See, you're such a good boy, Puck. You get the Cheerios. You see that, Tinker? He sat, he got the Cheerios. I want to have shepherd's pie with good sausage now. Oof. Yeah, that's how I'm pretty much doing it, Noel, is, Tinker, speak? Tinker, sit? Tinker, sit? Tinker, speak? Alright, I'll give it. Yeah, no, he doesn't like baked beans. Even a man-hater cat sat in my lap right away. It was crazy stuff. I bet. Yeah, burritos. Usually mixing it with other forms of protein. Right now, I'm okay with black beans. I don't know how I feel about like red beans. I know I don't do baked beans real well, and I know I don't do kidney or shepherd's pie burrito. That would be messy, but I could make it happen. I don't know how I feel about kidney beans and pinto beans and all that other stuff. So, like, I like red bean paste. So there's that. Tinker's like, I'm gonna come over. Oh, poor kitty. I don't do spicy, Eric. I don't do spicy at all. Oh my. Oh my. Favorite human does spicy? Ugh. And probably neglected the kitty. That's unfortunate. Cavalier says, all this talk about beans should lead to a discussion of space toilets. I don't think they eat a lot of beans in space simply because of the fact that, you know, your gut microbiome, you know, when it breaks down beans, creates a lot of gas, and gas in space doesn't work very well. You don't fart. I don't think. I don't know. I can't remember. Yeah, you're in Louisiana. You grew up with a lot of hot and spicy foods. I guess my dad does spicy stuff, but like hot sauce and stuff was not around a whole lot when I was a kid, so I didn't acquire a taste for it. Oof. I mean, yeah, space is full of gases. I love Slap Yo Mama Cajun spice. No, I'm at the point now where I'll try spicy foods and I'll keep eating them to the point where I'll tear up. Like Gruyere cheese, there's a cheese that's served at, you know, our favorite pub with pretzel bits, like, and it's super spicy to me. Favorite human thinks it's wonderful. And I cry, I start stomping my feet, I do all these crazy things when I'm eating this cheese because it's just too spicy for me. So, oh, you actually grew up in Michigan and Tennessee, but you've always loved spicy foods. Yeah. Ex-wife thinks black pepper is hot. One of favorite human's friends made mac and cheese, and he put a lot of spices into it, including, for me, too much black pepper. And black pepper, when there's too much of it, can indeed be hot. But, oof. Just straight up black pepper? No, you only need a touch. You don't need to, like, overdo it. I should probably work there as a boulder, huh? Oh, ho, ho, ho. I will put dashes of, like, cayenne and habanero, because I have, like, habanero chili powder, and I think I have cayenne chili powder. Yes, I hear you. Are you sitting? No, you're not sitting. Why should I toss you a Cheerio? You're not sitting. Please? I wonder if it hurts her back to sit. Speak. And speak. She's like, no. Yeah, she's had 2 back surgeries. And... Good girl! Sit! Tinker, sit. She's like, no. And make it rain. Alright, I tried. I know! She's like... She can do it, she just doesn't want to do it. So that's why I'm wondering if it hurts. I know her nails need trimmed, which is going to be an ordeal. It's going to be an ordeal. And crushed red pepper is a gateway pepper. I think I actually have like red pepper flakes, but oh, he's very shiny. Now I need to brush Puck, which you guys may or may not notice the difference after I brush him. I probably should take him to a proper groomer and just have them bathe him or take him, you know, someplace to get him, you know, to wash him. How does your dog trim their own nails? Because my dog has not learned this trick. Does he really just chew on his own nails? Oh, he does chew on them. Oof. Pulling on a leash while going for a walk on sidewalks will trim nails. Sounds like we need to go for more walks. What do you think? She'd actually love that if we went on more walks. Alright, night, Mike. Rest well. I hope your evening is uneventful, and yeah. I know you'll be marking more rocks tomorrow. Yeah, I was gonna say, I bet the dog never did that again. Like, ever. Why are there so many rocks? Bennu! This is why we can't get people to mark you. Is because there's so many rocks. PetSmart? My PetSmart still does. My PetSmart offers grooming, but they also have a high turnover, so there's that. So many rocks, so many weird rocks, so many weird features. Like, I don't know how to mark this. I don't know. I'm just gonna do it like that. Sully to Cat says, you couldn't say W-A-L-K around our dog unless you meant it. Because it's been so long since I've taken her on a proper W-A-L-K, I don't think she, you know, cares. Plus, I think she's honestly more concerned about Cheerios. Like, seriously. It's a rocky relationship. I really think right now she cares more about Cheerios. She just got back from my mom's. She was at my mom's for a while, and she might be, like, all natured out. You can't spell it around the dog now? Wow. You're just gonna stand over there and whine, aren't you? Are you going to try to, you know, steal souls? Are you on a steal souling, or are you on a soul stealing mission? I don't think everything's quite aligned properly for her to be doing soul stealing. almost sounded like she was gonna sit. Bolt out and then bolt back in. Oh my. Now my dogs don't bolt out of the door. I worked on that with them when they were pretty young. The only time when they want to push past me to get out the door is if somebody's knocked at the door. And at that point they want to just eat the person that's knocked on the door. But if we're just coming in, usually if we're just coming in the house, like, Puck wants to get a good sniff of us, and then he backs off and lets us in. We've been crating Tinker lately while we've been going, out because I don't trust her. And, then she'll just, you know, we'll let her out. She'll hop up on the couch where it's easy, you know, for us to reach her and pet her, and then she's happy. It is amazing what they understand. It's scary. Are you done? I think she's done. She's trotting off somewhere. Probably need to get some water. Well, yeah, of course you're gonna panic. You lost a dog by, you know, because it got hit by a car. Yep, she went to go get water. Oof. That many Cheerios will give you dry mouth. Yeah. Yeah. And then I heard the dog flap. So somebody went outside. Okay. Oof. It's good to keep trying. Otherwise you're just gonna kind of get stuck. 5 blocks max, that's actually pretty decent. That's actually pretty decent. This looks like a 2-level... No, it's probably not a 2-level. It almost looks like it's a multi-level boulder. So how about I just remark it this way? Oh, well, then only do 4. Don't do the full 5 blocks if you feel like you're gonna, you know, go to the ER after 4, or after 5. Do 4 blocks. Oh, now you're back to Steel Souls? You just had to get some water? Why are there so many rocks? Bennu, why? Why, Bennu? Okay, then 3 blocks. You know, 3 blocks can be a stretch goal. I'd say just start doing keep doing the 2 blocks till it, till it stops hurting. Rocks of a certain size. I know, there's so many rocks. So many rocks. And I wanted to play Astroneer tonight. But we're doing a science instead. We might do more science tomorrow. Or 1 block a couple times a day. That's actually not a bad idea. It kind of is like counting sand on a beach. I mean, I know there's an end. I know that images are going to run out, but... Okay. This is definitely my last image because I'm already, like, thinking in my head, F you, Bennu. F you, Bennu, so hard. Like... Oh, you're marking the adjacent image, Sully? That's awesome. Sully, are you in our Discord? So if you're in our Discord, I want to make sure you have access to the full server. And I know I broke like almost all the Discord links. Heat mapping is real, but oof. Social? Or is it? Yeah, there we go. Heat mapping's a real thing. I think we convinced Walker to hate map for a little bit. Hey, buddy, are you here for your close-up? You are here for your close-up. Okay. Let me pull up Discord real quick. This is why my marking streams are so long. Okay. I will save that. I will file that away for later. What am I doing? Oh. I'm getting insert. This is why it takes me forever to do all the images, because I only do images while I'm on. I wondered why my stuff was so high. Okay, yeah, cool. You're all in and set and everything. Perfect. Perfect. The long one, yeah, the long one in the middle is an interesting shape, huh? Yeah, I'm thinking two images and then break is standard for most. I typically do 3, and I think this will be my 3rd image. I think this will be my 3rd image for the night. Yeah, I'm gonna call it on this image. Like, I know I missed some stuff. Other people are going to mark the stuff I missed. There's a lot of stuff going on in this. There's a lot of stuff going on in every image. Alright, click image done to submit it. As the server churns out a new image for me to quickly nope out of. Here we go. Down the road, will we have PTSD responses to gravel piles at garden centers? We might. Oh, look at all the boulders on this one, though. All right, F it. One more. This is it. Only because there's a bunch of boulders. This is definitely a hate map for tonight. I'm gonna hate map all the boulders. Hate map the boulders. Hate map the boulders. What? Me hate mapping the boulders? You can clip that yourself. I am totally hate mapping the boulders. I am hate mapping all of the boulders. Oh, I don't remember. I've made a clip and I don't even remember. Oh, and you're writing emails. Wicked says it never works when I clip. I don't know if I can clip it myself. I know I can create a highlight for later. Rue's not here to do clips. Rue's good at clipping. I know, right? Alright, night, Kevlar. I know, I don't know where they are. I mean, I pinged everybody that I would be streaming, so... And I know people are just... Took you 6 months to teach somebody how to email? Oh my gosh. Huh, how'd that get there? Repetition is key. For the murder... So... I was a witness for a murder that I didn't witness, right? So before the trial, I had to, because it did go to trial, which it didn't need to go to trial. But, you know, the defendant was exercising their right, and it is within their right to, you know, request a trial. I had to walk one of the, I think she was like the victim services coordinator. I had to walk her through attaching a file to an email. She's like, I never remember how to do this. And I'm like, okay. But this is just something I take for granted. But yeah, no, I didn't witness the murder, but I was definitely called to be on the witness stand for this murder. And it was surreal. I found a shell casing when I was waiting for the bus to go to the university. And I called it in. I did the white person move and I called it in. And an officer came and he took all, you know, my details. And I had also taken a couple images, one with my keys for scale, one without. I just remember the officer finishing writing all my information down before I got on the bus, and I hopped on the bus and went to school and didn't think about it again. I do remember seeing a dark stain on the sidewalk across the street, but I didn't think anything of it. I was just like, okay. And the officer said something like, yeah, this is one that they must have forgotten to pick up last night. And I was like, okay, I just want to get on the bus and go to school. Yeah, I was just sitting here trying to do math homework. I just want to get on the bus and go to school. So, yeah, and then like several months, maybe a year later, I get summoned. And yeah, literally put up on the witness stand, explain exactly where I was sitting. I had to identify the shell casing. The photos I took were entered into evidence, and I had essentially explained my rationale. Or I didn't explain my rationale for having an object in there for scale, but I was asked if I was, you know, ever trained in like evidence collection. Like, no, just for chemistry, occasionally to work on stuff out of class, we had to, you know, take images, and we took images with something else for scale that we could measure so we could, you know, get accurate thing later. So it was just really weird. Tried teaching click and drag to an employee. Literally had to put my hand on hers to click and drag to show her. Oh my. Oh my. That's, yeah. That's special. Okay, there's a lot of little rocks on this. Banu! I might get on Twitter and antagonize whoever runs the Bennu account. Kerbal says, my mother has a $2,000 laptop, didn't know where the downloads folder was. Did you at least put a shortcut on the desktop for her for that? Yeah, usually like there's the My Documents shortcut on the desktop, but not usually one for downloads. You kind of have to know where to open up downloads, which is kind of silly when you think about it. It's a Mac, they always default to the bar at the bottom next to the trash. Huh. I don't have a Mac. I can run a Linux on my PC now, but I don't have a Mac. Ah, okay. Yeah, my PC is about a year old now. My nephew's computer is about 6 months old now. Or a year? I can't remember. Yeah, no, it's 6 months because I built it for him for Christmas. And I think he brought it with him. So if he did, we're going to go birthday shopping, and I have a feeling I'm going to be opening up a computer case and putting lights in. You run wine? Oh, wine. Yeah, I think I had thought about running wine on my Linux machine so I could play games, and then I just gave up. There's a certain point where it's like, let's just play whatever games are available to me. My computer was on its last legs anyway. It's part of me, it's like, you know, if I wasn't too worried about other things, I could buy myself a nice graphics card, and then his birthday card, or his birthday present, would be a hand-me-down graphics card. Which would be an improvement over what he has now. Yeah, I bet it didn't work. I think I wanted to play Subnautica really bad. Quit working on the phone with Asus and only took her an hour. It's only 11. Oh, wow. Quit working on the phone with Asus and only took her an hour to figure it out, but others that aren't as lucky. It's only, yeah, wow. Oof. Alright, I'm clicking submit, and then this is it for real. For real, for real. I'm done with you tonight, Bennu. I really have had it with you tonight, Bennu. This is why I can only do 3 to 4 images at a time. All of this. You know, at first it was like, cool, the images look like petri dishes, and now I'm like, these images are just full of hate. Yeah, I'm just done with Bennu for tonight. We'll do more science later, but I have scienced out on Bennu. Oof. Oof, oof. Okay. So I hit image done. No, I'm not doing it, Bennu. You're not tricking me into it, Bennu. I'm not doing it. Okay. So let me kind of... I should have at least refreshed the thing. So let me open up the website. So we have 2,904 images done. I don't know how many images were done before we started. But there were I know we've got at least 3 as a community done during this. Hee hee Dogfoot. Yeah, he's a tired pup. And that is indeed the reason why the camera is pointed the way it is. The doggo cam is pointed the way it is, because that is how he naps. He has a couch to lay on. There's a couple cushions he could be laying on. No, he prefers to lay on the floor. I even bought a dog bed to have down here while I stream for him, and he will lay next to it, or sometimes he'll lay on it, but I think he prefers to lay right up against the door. So, yeah. Yeah, that's just how he chills, is And that's what he's done for years. I know he's old. When it's just right outside temperature-wise, he'll sleep out on the, there's a little landing right outside the doggy door that he'll sleep on. And that's just what he does. That's just what he does. All right. Okay, so yeah, he is indeed a fuzzball. Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad you joined us. Yeah, and I've heard that it does make it better when I do stream it, and I've heard that more people are more likely to stream. So, yeah, why not? I mean, we can all hate map together. Our old dog figured human bed softer than dog beds. That is what they did. He will sometimes do that. All right, so I'm gonna roll the credits. Trust me, they're real quick. And then, anybody have any suggestions to raid? Is there anybody up and running that I can raid? Otherwise, I'm probably just gonna let auto host do its magic. Oh yeah, that's right. I did see EJ streaming earlier. So let me fix this. Yeah, I did see EJ streaming earlier. So just fixing the tags for tomorrow. And yeah, alright, cool. We're gonna flip over to this and we're gonna stream. Yeah, we're gonna flip over to the credits and then I'm gonna raid EJ. Wow, yeah, I'm starting to fade fast. Okay. Alright. So this has been a production of PSI, Planetary Science Institute, working in collaboration with Youngstown State University. We're here because of you, so thank you all for being freaking awesome. There we go, she figured out how to do it. And yeah, we're here because of you, so we'll see you tomorrow for Daily Space, which Dr. Pamela will be hosting, and then I will host Daily Space on Wednesday, and I think there's something about a light sail deployment tomorrow, but I don't know what time. I said I'd stream that, so I need to figure out what time that is. And yeah, keep being awesome and all that other wonderful stuff, and yeah, we'll see you all later. Bye.